Here's your wrestling news for November 18th, 2025. Your headlines for today include John Cena confirmed for WWE Hall of Fame 2026 after retirement, what really went down between John Cena and Nikki Bella backstage, NYPD called to WWE Raw after massive brawl, Lesnar and Reigns face off. Roman Reigns confronts major champion after Raw went off air. Roman Reigns injured on Raw, medical treatment, and Survivor Series status. Real reason Shane McMahon was kept off Raw broadcast. Dolph Ziggler returns on Raw, immediate fan backlash after loss. Major flaw noticed in Nikki Bella Stephanie Vaquer segment. Alexa Bliss Charlotte Flair segment under fire after visible error. Real reason Maxxine Dupri won the IC title on Raw. The energy inside Madison Square Garden was electric the moment the time is now hit and John Cena stepped onto the stage. After taking in the moment, Cena prepared to address the fans but didn't get far. Mysterio interrupted to heavy boos, claiming he worked for everything he's ever earned and demanded a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Cena offered to defend the title right then and there, but Dominic refused, insisting he wanted the match at Survivor Series in his hometown of San Diego, California. Cena accepted the challenge. Moments later, JD McDonough and Finn Balor joined Dom, and the 3-on-1 attack began. The numbers advantage didn't last long. Sheamus hit the ring for the save, followed by Rey Mysterio, turning the confrontation into the setup for a major 6-man tag team match. The match that followed delivered everything fans expected: fast-paced exchanges, signature sequences, and well-timed finishers. In the closing stretch, Sheamus led a triple 10 beats of the Bodhrán, Cena coordinated a triple 5-knuckle shuffle, and Rey electrified the crowd with a double 619 to Balor and McDonough. A brogue kick took Balor out of the equation, and Cena delivered one final Monday Night Attitude Adjustment to McDonough to secure the win. As the dust settled, the arena watched WWE's veterans walk up the ramp together. Cena paused one last time, Intercontinental Championship on his shoulder, and looked back at the camera. "Hey Raw, that's all she wrote," Cena said. "I love you." Backstage, a lineup of WWE superstars greeted him. Among them was Nikki Bella. Despite their complicated history, the moment was emotional. Nikki appeared tearful, and the two shared an awkward but heartfelt hug. While Monday marked Cena's final Raw, his WWE run isn't quite finished. The Never-Seen 17 will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series on November 29th in San Diego. His final match is scheduled for Saturday night's main event on December 13th. Beyond that, WWE's long-term plans are already taking shape. Brian Alvarez reported that the company is preparing for Cena to headline the 2026 Hall of Fame class, writing, "Belief is Cena very likely the 2026 Hall of Fame main eventer." As Cena's in-ring story winds down, WWE looks ready to give him the farewell he deserves. A Hall of Fame headliner spot feels like the right way to honor his impact on the business. Do you think 2026 is too early for John Cena to enter the WWE Hall of Fame? Also, what's your favorite John Cena segment or match from all those years? Share your thoughts and feedback below. Backstage on Raw, Paul Heyman confronted Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis with a pointed warning. "If you think my fourth pick of Drew McIntyre pissed you off, wait until you see what I have in store for you next." In the final Raw segment, Heyman revealed 4 members of the Vision's WarGames team: Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Before Heyman could celebrate the announcement, CM Punk interrupted, marching to the ring with his eyes locked on the heels. The Usos soon arrived to a thunderous reaction, entering through the crowd and flanking Punk at ringside. Cody Rhodes completed the babyface lineup, and chaos erupted as all 8 superstars began brawling in and out of the ring. Then the real shock hit. Brock Lesnar stormed down the aisle, revealing himself as Heyman's secret weapon and the 5th member of the heel team. Punk charged at him without hesitation, but was quickly taken down with back-to-back suplexes. Rhodes stepped up next, only to be launched across the ring in similar fashion. Just as the show neared its end, Roman Reigns made his return. He took his time entering the ring, locking eyes with Lesnar in a tense showdown. The Beast's dominance ended abruptly when Reigns dropped him with a Superman punch. The brief distraction from security gave Bronson Reed an opening to attack as he attempted to set up a tsunami. Reigns fired back with another Superman punch, knocking Asuka off the top rope. The chaos escalated as the show went off the air with Reigns delivering a spear that sent Reed and NYPD officers crashing through the Timekeeper's barricade. However, as cameras faded, eagle-eyed viewers noticed Reigns clutching his right arm in visible discomfort. Unfortunately, PW Torch reports he suffered a minor injury during the closing brawl. His arm swelled up and he received immediate medical attention. Thankfully, the report states that the injury is not serious, and as of this writing, Roman Reigns is fully cleared and available for WarGames. Once Raw went off the air, the complete babyface team of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and CM Punk was in the ring. Reigns got into a heated confrontation with World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk before making a dramatic exit. With the teams now set, WarGames looks stacked and unpredictable. What do you think of this 5-on-5 lineup? And in your opinion, who walks out the winner and why? Share your thoughts below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Stephanie McMahon made an appearance on Raw tonight with the cameras clearly showing her in the crowd. However, some eagle-eyed fans noticed something the production team didn't intend to slip through. Sitting about 10 rows back with his son, Shane McMahon could be seen as well, even though he was never officially highlighted on the broadcast. According to reports, production was originally supposed to feature Shane on camera too, but the moment wasn't executed as planned. What should have been a coordinated reveal instead turned into a noticeable on-air botch. Once the clip spread across social media, Shane McMahon confirmed it himself. He posted on Instagram after the show acknowledging he was indeed in attendance at Raw tonight. Given how rare it is to see the McMahons appear publicly these days, and especially together, fans found the unexpected sighting pretty cool. Would you have liked WWE to give Shane a proper on-camera moment tonight? Share your thoughts below. The surprises kept rolling in during the Last Time Is Now tournament, as Dolph Ziggler made a huge return to WWE television, stepping in to face former United States champion Solo Sikoa, who arrived with Tala Tonga at his side. Sikoa controlled most of the match, especially through the commercial break, leaning on his power and relentless aggression to wear down the smaller veteran. But Ziggler, known throughout his career for his resilience and refusal to stay down, clawed his way back into the fight. At one point, he connected with the zigzag to a massive ovation, but Solo kicked out at 2, keeping the match alive. Ziggler followed up with a super kick and went for another one of his signature finishers, but the second-generation powerhouse shook it off and countered with a Samoan spike, securing the pinfall victory. As of now, Ziggler's long-term status with WWE remains uncertain. However, many fans felt the company could have capitalized on his return by giving him the win, even a quick roll-up, just to reward the moment and the crowd's reaction. Despite the loss, the audience was fully behind Ziggler, reacting loudly to every comeback sequence and near fall. Often overlooked and underappreciated during his time in WWE, he reminded everyone why he was considered one of the most consistent performers of his era. Seeing him receive such a warm, enthusiastic reaction from the crowd was a highlight in itself. And looking ahead, what's best for Ziggler at this stage of his career? Should he stay in TNA where he has more freedom and spotlight, or return to WWE full-time now that the crowd has shown they're still fully behind him? Share your thoughts below. The second tournament match of the night featured Gunther taking on Javon Evans, marking Gunther's return to Raw. He came out to his old theme song, a detail that immediately caught attention. It's one of those things you don't realize you missed until it's back, and the reaction made it clear fans were thrilled to hear it again. What followed was far from the squash match many expected, despite the crowd distracting themselves at time with green shirt guy chants. Even during an absolute 10 of 10 banger, the action in the ring was top tier. Gunther ultimately secured the win, but Javon Evans came out of the match looking like a star. His performance had him looking like $1 million, proving once again why he's viewed as one of WWE's fastest rising prospects. How would you rate this match and the booking of it? Sound off in the comments below. Jackie Redmond introduced Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer, but the moment she stepped into frame, she was blindsided by Nikki Bella. The Hall of Famer launched a sudden attack, taking down Vaquer before declaring she intends to take the Women's World Championship from her. The segment ended abruptly, closing out a brief follow-up to last week's betrayal. However, the execution raised some questions. Despite being the reigning champion, Vaquer stayed down from a single strike with no moment of resistance during the entire promo that followed. Fans immediately pointed out the issue. Even if Nikki blinded her with the cheap shot, it felt unusual for someone as tough as Vaquer to remain completely defenseless without any attempt to fight back. The logic gap didn't go unnoticed, and many were left wondering whether the segment could have been structured more believably. Shortly after, WWE added the Women's World Championship match between Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella for Survivor Series. What do you think about the way this confrontation played out? How emotionally invested are you with this feud? Sound off in the comments below. Backstage, Asuka attempted to recruit Bayley for WarGames, hoping to bring her former Damage Control teammate into the fold alongside Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. Bayley, however, rejected the offer without hesitation. Lyra Valkyria stepped in to congratulate Bayley for standing her ground and doing what she believed was right, but Bayley abruptly dismissed her praise. She called Lyra an idiot and told her to come on, continuing the unsettling multiple personality arc that she's been displaying in recent weeks. The segment added another layer to Bayley's unpredictable behavior heading into Survivor Series. Alexa Bliss opened her segment by stepping into the ring and calling out Charlotte Flair, revealing that Flair had ignored her texts all week despite being spotted all over New York City. Speaking directly into the camera, Bliss addressed Flair personally, saying plenty of people warned her not to trust the Queen, and Charlotte is now proving them right. Bliss made it clear that she had always viewed Flair as her closest friend, which made Charlotte's decision to leave her to take a beating alone on Friday sting even more. The tense moment was cut off as Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend surrounded the ring, teasing another attack. But before they could strike, Rhea Ripley's music hit, and the Eradicator made her way out with Io Sky to even the playing field. Even with Ripley and Sky joining, the heels gained the upper hand thanks to their 4-on-3 advantage until Charlotte Flair finally made her presence felt. Charging in with a kendo stick, Flair unloaded on the heels and cleared the ring. She stared down Jax and Legend before checking on Bliss as the babyfaces stood tall to close the segment. Fans also caught a rare moment as Charlotte briefly broke character when Io Sky hugged Rhea Ripley, a small, genuine interaction that didn't go unnoticed online. With Flair now clearly aligned with the babyface side, it appears she's locked in for WarGames, even if WWE hasn't officially announced her spot yet. Later in the night, a major title change shook things up. Maxxine Dupri defeated Becky Lynch to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Despite still being relatively new to the ring, Maxxine's momentum held strong. The bout carried plenty of drama, including another tense stare-down between Becky Lynch and referee Jessica Carr, though nothing came of it. The true turning point came with the long-awaited return of AJ Lee. Her appearance sparked a massive reaction as she targeted Becky Lynch once again, distracting her long enough for Maxxine to score the win. With AJ Lee officially back, the long-anticipated AJ Lee vs. Becky Lynch feud finally appears to be underway. Backstage, an interesting tease unfolded when Rhea Ripley approached AJ Lee and asked to talk. With WarGames approaching, Rhea's team still needs another member. That raises an intriguing possibility. Could AJ Lee join Team Rhea, forcing Becky Lynch to align with the heel team for WarGames? The match could take on a dramatic new dynamic if that happens. With so much shifting at once, the Women's WarGames match is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable battles of the year. What do you think about a potential 5-on-5 Women's WarGames match with all these moving pieces? Who should join each team? Share your thoughts below. One thing Raw didn't make clear is the sudden change of heart from Charlotte Flair. The show never fully explained why she returned to help the babyfaces, leaving fans to question her true intentions. Is Charlotte back simply because of Alexa Bliss, or is there more to it? A growing theory online suggests Flair's return may not be as straightforward as it seems. Some believe Charlotte could turn on Rhea Ripley during WarGames, creating the opening that allows the heels to steal the victory. Given her history, the idea of Charlotte using this moment to make a statement or shift the balance of power doesn't feel far-fetched. What's your reaction to this? Do you think Charlotte is back for genuine reasons, or is a big WarGames swerve coming? Share your thoughts below. That wraps up this week's episode of WWE Raw. Now, the big question is, how did WWE handle John Cena's final appearance on the Red brand? Did the booking live up to your expectations? And did the show give Cena the farewell you were hoping for? Which segment stood out the most for you tonight? Share your thoughts, reactions, and opinions in the comments below. Just hours before the live broadcast from Madison Square Garden, WWE released footage of fans inside the arena breaking into an emotional "Thank you, Cena" chant. Around the same time, CM Punk shared backstage photos from earlier in the day, revealing stacks of Last Time Is Now John Cena-themed chairs and showcasing the mountain of posters and memorabilia Cena had been autographing ahead of the show. Punk seemed amused as he pointed out the massive pile of Cena items he was signing, especially when compared to his own noticeably smaller stack. The tribute to Cena extended beyond merchandise. WWE decorated the backstage area with magazine covers spanning his career, including several of his most iconic WWE covers. The visual display served as a reminder of just how much history, legacy, and cultural influence John Cena carries with him after more than 2 decades at the top. WWE later posted the setup on social media, giving longtime fans a nostalgic look back at Cena's journey, a walk down memory lane fitting for someone widely recognized as one of the greatest of all time. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.